Well, what is going on, everybody? Luke here today with your 2022 Tesla stock preview and predictions. We have analysis, we have price predictions you must know, and even a couple of massive surprises just for you guys. I promise you don't want to miss any of this. And all you have to do is just gently tap or smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, seriously, if you hit that like button early, it really helps out the creators that you love. And to be honest with you, YouTube will tell on you if you don't. Did that work? No? Okay, moving on. Well, 2022 has its fair share of catalysts coming for Tesla. The opening of the factories in Texas and Berlin happening without much drama, and producing some nice delivery numbers early would be big for the stock, and the expansion of Shanghai would also aid in the factories being the biggest driver to me for Tesla stock in 2022. We also have the $25,000 car still floating around that may be formally introduced this year. Yes, I know Elon has said it's coming, but seeing it in person would be something different altogether. Tesla Semi going into full production will generate some buzz, especially if they can get some huge contracts to go along with those startups. Tesla will easily deliver more than 1 million cars this year, and every quarter will set the record for deliveries. Because, well, every quarter they do set delivery records. And don't even get me started on SpaceX or Starlink or a holding company or anything else like that. Then everyone's price predictions go out the window and typical Tesla chaos ensues. And I'll be honest, I would not be surprised at all to see one announcement, maybe even more, that are not even on our radar right now. Tesla is at a point where secret projects don't have to be announced to build excitement for the announcement, so they can kind of keep things under wraps and then spring them on us. Now, there is no imminent threat to their dominance in 2022, don't get me wrong, but there are some specific risks to the stock price itself that we need to be looking for. The first would be elevated expectations. Basically, everyone is more bullish than ever on Tesla, and the expectations are really through the roof. Tesla is no longer considered a scrappy growth company, and it's not going to get a free pass anywhere. Delays of any sort in Berlin or Texas will hurt the stock price in the short term. Problems with the Cybertruck or newer releases of the next iteration of full self-driving will hurt the stock. Missing of Wall Street's targets or Elon's targets will hurt the stock in the short term. They are a large cap behemoth who takes up a lot of attention, and that means basically small errors will not be forgiven easily. It also means profitable quarters will not be as impressive anymore, and any quarterly miss will punish Tesla harder than it should given the raised expectations from investors, both retail and institutional. And if that really does happen, expect at least 3 months of extreme negative news, sell-offs, and just a lot of red days in general. And there is one other risk we gotta talk about, and that would just be overall market chaos. Now let me be clear here, I do not think any of these will happen, but I'm not going to ignore them either and not plan for them. If inflation does indeed go wild and goes to 15, 20% or whatever, and the market sells off for some other reason or whatever the heck happens, like a new deadly variant, which is followed by new lockdowns or something like that, that is going to hurt Tesla stock big time. Tesla is not at a point yet where money goes there for safety in those types of environments. But if that does happen, that is yet another massive opportunity like you got this summer to add Tesla shares on the cheap. I mean, remember this summer you could buy it for like $500 or so. So a part of me kind of hopes something like that does happen so I can add more shares on a massive discount. And no, I'm not talking about something deadly happening. I don't want anything to happen to anybody. I'm just talking about market chaos overall. Opportunity favors those who are prepared. Now, on to my 2022 Tesla stock price prediction. But before that, let's take a quick look back to my 2021 price prediction from last year at this time that I posted right here on YouTube for all of you. And I'm looking at $930 per share with some flirtation with $1,000 maybe mixed in there. I would say that I did a pretty decent job there, but honestly, I did nothing special. I just did a proper valuation. That is all that I did. And we walk you through that step by step in my group, but you can find videos right here on YouTube on exactly how to do it too. Heck, just Google it and you can find out how to do it. It just takes a little bit of practice and time to get better at it. But don't just watch a hype video about it either. Those will get you burned thinking Tesla will be at $5,000 by the end of next year. I mean, that would be great. I'm not gonna complain, but that's totally not realistic. Now the moment you've all been waiting for, my price prediction for Tesla stock at the end of 2022. So 2022 will be a different year for Tesla stock than last year. And looking at the catalyst we discussed earlier, Although they are huge breakthroughs and critical to long-term growth trajectories, they are not the same type of catalyst for the stock itself like it had in 2020, for example, even though those hype channels will tell you, yeah, they're exactly the same as that and that's what's going to happen. Those were massive catalysts that were not replicated in 2021, and the great things that will happen in 2022 for Tesla, I believe, will have a much larger impact on the stock in future years, but they cannot be viewed as the same as the giant catalyst of 2020. I'm sorry, but it's not going to 3x this year and be at $3,000 per share as much as I would love it to be. However, it's not going to trade like Walmart either, and I don't see too many other opportunities I would rather be a part of in 2022. Now, will it be bumpy at times? Yeah. Just like last year where we saw it hit 900, then tank down to the 500s, kind of sat in the $600 to $700 range for a month before rocking it up back to $1,200 before settling into the 900s or so. And just like 2021 gave you opportunities to do some discount shopping, 2022 may provide more opportunities to do some discount shopping, and you guys know how much I love to do, discount shopping. But it's still going to be a great year overall for Tesla investors, and I'm looking at $1,355 per share, and maybe as high as, peaking up over $1,500 or so if Berlin and Texas really crush it early. But wait, it gets even better. You asked for it, so here he is. Let's welcome the Tesla Bull.
I'm the Tesla Bull, and this was once again the stupidest video ever. Just when you think it can't be any stupider, Luke goes out and proves that it can get stupider. Now on to the serious business, since Luke wasted these people's time with his idiotic Humpty Gordon type price predictions. Zoom it in, you idiot cameraman. Everybody needs to hear this clearly. Tesla should already be at $1 quadrillion billion per share today, so my price target is $100 quadrillion per share in 2022. Did you hear me? $100 quadrillion per share, because I'm the Tesla Bull. I'm the Tesla